afternoon, everyone. Now we are going to have this contract business law. And coming to this second unit, now we are dealing with performance of a contract. So what's the performance of the contract? When you see an overall view of performance of the contract is said to be performed when the obligations of the party are fulfilled completely or partly, or hence the contract is discharged. So when the performance of the contract is taken into consideration, when the obligation of the parties are fulfilled completely or partly, then it's called the discharge of the performance of the contract. Performance may be of two types. One is actual performance or attempted performance, that is tender, offer, or performance. So when these two types of performances have been actually coincided, and then this is called as performance of a contract. And that's the most important thing of the performance of a contract. Next, a tender. What's a tender? Offer of performing, starting point of performance of the contract is called tender or offer of a performance. So elements of tender. So what are the elements of tender? The elements of tender are to be, tender must be unconditional. So when the tender is unconditional, then must be made of a promise and or has authorized an agent. Okay, has been made of a promise or must be authorized by an agent. So these are the four important points which a tender of this offer should be performed. So likewise, when you take into, must be made at promise, time of proper place. So tender at a place of proper place. There are more than one promises. It may be made to one of them. So when there is one promises, it should be made to one of them. If the contract is of delivery of goods, suppose the contract is of delivery of goods, the promise must be given an opportunity to ascertain that the goods are accordingly to be to the contract. So this is how this contract is being accordingly to be. Performance by joint promiser. When you take it as a joint promiser, devolution of joint liabilities. Section 42 clearly indicates devolution of joint liabilities when they are to be jointly liable and promise may be compelled or more. Section 43 of paragraph 1. Contribution between among the points of the promiser, it is one of them of the defaulter, the release of the promiser. When the promiser releases the contract, performance of the joint promiser. Appropriate of payment. One important thing. Appropriation of payment. So you read the following thing. When the debtor informs the creditor as to appropriation and implied appropriation, where a debitor or the discharge is not indicated, 60, where neither parties of appropriates and discharge of the debts, including the time bar or the chronological order. So these things, when they are being fulfilled, and appropriation of what. So once the payment is certain, made and done, then the appropriation of the promise can be so well dealt, and this can be appropriately seen. Who can promise? So when you go through this, the important aspects of, in the case of the contract involving personal case, task of the diligence of the promisor, example of a contract to print a picture of a contract and agents and service, and promisor must be fulfilled with the contract. Agent, who is an agent, when the contract of the impersonal nature, a person considers is not a foundation of the contract. The contemporary person can be employed to perform it. So, then the far extended case when you want to extend your liabilities, you want to extend your business, and you want to extend your category, then the appointment of an agent can be done. And agent will perform as if in the case of you are in the picture, that can be used. And who is the legal representative? It's only involved in case of death of a promisor before performance. Since a certain person is not in existence and leaves without performing the promise, the liability of performance falls to the legal representative unless the contract intends to appear in the contract. When there is no clear-cut dedication of who the performance should be done, the legal dedication can be done with this legal representative who can look into this promise. And who is the third person? Third person is the performer or a promiser. Performance is accepting the promise of the third person. Performance cannot be offered beforehand. It's an against of the promise. The third person who is not in the promise of the picture of the contract, then the software afterwards enforced is against the promiser of section. Joint promisor. When two or more persons makes a joint promise to the promiser, all this can be entered into found in the performance. So, who can demand performance? So this is how who can demand performance and can be taken into this consideration. Time and place of performance. And these things, when you take into consideration, performance of the contract can be looked into promise. So coming back to this, the performance of the promise, where no place is specified and also no application is made by the promise. Performance of the promise in the same time and the manner of the promise. And these things, when you take into consideration, so likewise when you coming back to this promiser of this thing, and this is how when you contract to the same thing, the essential of valid contract, kinds of contract, offer acceptance, and the capacity of the party. Consideration and capacity of the parties of the contract. And these how this will engage. And in this second unit, contingent conduct, performance of contract. When you take this performance of contract, it's a very, very vital point of exchange. So, phase by one after the other, we'll go through it. Performance of the contract, as in the syllabus, in the second unit, second part of the performance of contract. This is the second part of the promise contingency, and these are the ingredients. Go through this once. Next slide goes like this. All these things will be uploaded to you. And the performance by a joint promiser. Appropriation of payment. Performance is only good when the appropriation of payment is done. And who can promise? A perform, agent, legal representative, or likewise third person, or joint promiser. Who is the joint promiser? Who can demand performance? The persons who can demand performance, the following persons. So these are the basic things when you take into performance of a contract that you take into.